So KD, I'm sort of dropping in on you in the middle of your chat. And
it's great, yeah. I always wanted to have,
Chai.
I used to, when I was in India, I thought if I go back to America, remember on 7th Avenue, it's like around 12th Street or 9th Street, there was like a little triangular old gas station.
Was there a White Castle right near there?
Maybe, but this was, maybe this was before that.
Oh, okay.
They turned it into a White Castle, maybe.
Wow.
It was like a little gas station. It had 2 pumps, old kind of pumps
What
with
year
the round
are you
top.
talking about?
You know, I used to come into the city with my dad, like in the 50s.
Gas
60s.
station there.
A little gas station. Anyway, there was a little like hut, and there was 2. And I always thought I'd go and I'd rent that, and I'd make chai, and I'd sit out front and make malas all day long.
And here we
surf
are.
Thai, and here we are in the diner.
In a sort of more etheric representation of that.
Slightly more.
Yeah. And do you remember the Women's House of Detention?
Sure.
Remember? Which is then became a library. It was right on.
Did I
on
read
6th
a
Avenue?
book? Oh, no, it was a movie.
Yeah.
I saw a movie. That movie.
Which took place on that block? Or?
Yeah.
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 But when I was growing up there, the women used to yell down from the windows, "Hey, mira!" There was like a whole life around there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right in the middle of Greenwich Village, the Women's House of Detention.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Where is
It's apartment buildings now.
Is it? Because it was a library for a while.
I don't know what it, you know, St. Vincent's is going to be condos.
Really?
Yeah, they closed St. Vincent's Hospital.
Where are we going to go?
I don't know.
What hospital would you go to? In New York City, where would you go? You got to know these things. It's like
they'll take me to Bellevue in a straitjacket.
This guy thinks he's a Wallah.
He thinks he's a Wallah. Get him out of here. Okay, I'm a Wallah. I'm a Wallah.
No, you have to be chanting.
I'm a Wallah. It says I'm a Wallah.
Oh, look at this. You got your own coffee mugs, huh? I mean, chai mugs. Wow, I want one of these.
You got it. That's yours.
Yeah. So what kind of things are people asking?
All kinds of things. You know, people ask me about the role of music and chanting, and the same. Another person in that session asked, "Who would I like to sing with, of all the musicians in the world?" And I said, "I already."
Ray Charles.
Well, not just. Which I told her, you know, I had the best situation in the world. I sang to Maharaji.
Ah.
You know, because that's what this is about. You know? I was in the presence of that, and I sang. I had the opportunity to sing to that right there. You know, so
you sang. He was right sitting in front of you when you sang.
We sang for hours.
Wow.
That's why we learned the Chalisa, so we could.
What was he doing while you were singing?
He would close his eyes. He would laugh. He would sit there. He would enjoy, and he wouldn't let the Indians come because we were surrounding him, and they couldn't. You know, they don't violate your airspace in India. Like they don't step over you. They only want to walk around you. So they.
So were they in the back or not?
There were 2 or 3 rows of Westerners, and then the Indians was baba baba, and he would just be listening to us singing, and we'd be, you know, it was like.
So how did you handle the call and response part of it? Like
it wasn't some. We'd all sang together.
So more.
Yeah, it was very
unity.
Very basic.
Wow. So when you're singing, do you conjure that up, that feeling, that?
The feeling comes, you know, because it was his presence. You know, that trained me to sing to him, and of course, then I had to recognize it was the presence I was singing to, not the body, because the body was gone. That was.
You're doing that when we're playing, right?
Sure, that's what it is. That's what I do, and but it's not him as an individual. It's him as space.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing, because you know. Lama Norla, when Maharaji took Lama Norla with him for 2 years, and so I said to Lama Norla, I said, did you guys discuss philosophy? And he said, oh yeah, we talked a lot. And Lama Norla goes, he liked my view. And then he looked at me and said, but he liked his view better.
What do you think the difference is?
That's that's the thing.
Gotta track that one down.
I think it comes down to whether it's being or a being. Something like that.
Like being-ness? Kind of?
Being-ness or a being.
Right.
And ultimately, it kind of has to be the same thing being looked at from a different angle.
Right.
You would think. So.
Well, wouldn't Lama Norla hold a view similar to that?
he would hold the more Buddhist view of Being-ness.
Oh.
But Maharaji would hold the view of a being.
Okay.
I think what else could it be? It could be a billion things, but it's all pretty delineated up to that point. If you follow the different
I wonder what they
philosophies.
talked about.
Oh, they had a great time.
They were just talking about regular stuff, right?
No, they had a lot I think they talked about
metaphysics.
Yeah, probably. Maharaji said he gave me, Lama Nola said he gave me my own room and to practice, and he never, always made sure I had my room to practice. And then one day, early in the morning, banging on Lama Nola's door, he opens up. It's Maharaji. He says, "Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Whatever they say, don't listen to them." Lama Nola was like, what? And then Maharaji goes away. Later in the day, Kalu Rinpoche's brother arrived there to take Lama Nola back.
Oh, saying you got
Kalu Rinpoche had escaped from Tibet, and he wanted Lama Nola to run his retreats like he had been his retreat master. So Lama Nola goes to Maharaji and said, "Baba, they want me to go." "Don't go. Don't go." He called him Tibeti Baba. "Don't go. We love each other so much. We'll stay together our whole lives." And he said, "Well, Baba, he's my guru." "Ah, you must go." Wow. He said, "If you don't go, your sadhana won't bring any fruit."
Oh.
Then Lama Nola says, "But Baba, we'll meet again." Maharaji goes, "We'll meet again. Yes, we'll meet again. But after you've died."
How old is Lama Nola now?
He's in his mid-80s. He's old. He's been very ill too. This year he was pretty sick. So he had to go.
Did you ever think of your karma about meeting people like this in your lifetime?
It's pretty extraordinary, huh? And what's more extraordinary is how come I could still be such a schmuck after meeting all these great beings? I could use that word here. That's the karma that that fucking kills me. I've met so many great beings, and my inability to get anything lasting and true from these beings due to my evil karmas.
Right. Here's a question I got for you. Is the person who knows you're a schmuck also a schmuck?
Apparently. I just gave a guy a whole rap about that.
Really?
But obviously I don't listen to myself.
Yeah.
No, but really think about it.
I understand what you mean. You feel lucky, right? A little bit. Is there a little feeling of lucky?
I feel it's insane.
Like a three-pointer from half court.
A three-pointer from heaven without your eyes closed. Yeah.
Right.
No. I don't think it's luck. But what's mind-blowing is how I could have been in the presence of so many great beings and still not absorbed anything. It's like, it's astounding to me.
But you have absorbed something.
It doesn't seem like that to me. That's the problem. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I can relate.
Yeah. It's a kind of
But I felt like just very good fortune sometimes to have met so many, through not serious exertion of like climbing the Himalayas or something like that, but like having them parachute down and land on your head.
That's the other thing, people, I wanted to, when we went to India, we were checking out of this life. We said, okay, I'm going. Right. Regardless. We left everything, we didn't know what would happen. We went to India. You couldn't even make a telephone call to India in those days. And, we really, on some level, it seemed like some kind of commitment. Of course, obviously at the time, there was no option. That was it. We're going.
But you came back because he made you come back, right?
Yeah, he made me come back. Yeah. Right. I wouldn't have come back. Until it was too late, until I'd been too sick to recover. That's what would happen.
Right. So how much of if only or what if I only had whatever, does that linger?
Only 24 hours a day. 24/7, 365. Yeah, not much.
So what did you think of the game last night?
I had no thought.
Really? You like?
I just wanted to see Curry hit some more shots, and he just couldn't do it. And Clay Thomas missed a few. It was terrible.
Isn't it incredible at that level, even that people glitch and kind of?
What's incredible is that at that level, you can still exert more effort than you. All year long, they play at such a high level. When the playoffs, the finals, they don't breathe. They're out there 150%. It's quite extraordinary. LeBron running full court to block a shot. It's amazing that.
So,
And then I look at the commitment I made to spiritual life, you know, and I think I wouldn't get off the bench. And those guys are like totally committed. It's easy. It seems it's easy to commit to ego-fulfilling things. Very difficult to really commit to ego-dissolving things.
Yeah.
Unless you do it in a big ego way, and then of course
Right.
it'll never work.
right, or it gradually could wear away.
Are you talking about the gradual path now?
I am, because
I see.
I'm strong supporter of
I'm a supporter of instant enlightenment.
it. Just add
That
what?
takes
though?
450 billion births to happen. That's the part I want.
Yeah. And you saw Mingyur Rinpoche last week, huh?
Yeah, it was fantastic. He said, I came to hear you sing. And I said, yes, I know.
Did you sing at the retreat?
No, no, but 2 years ago, before he was gone, about 6, 7 years, no. Ty was his last gig with us about 8 years ago. He came to hear me sing in Boulder with a bunch of students.
Wow. Did he say
And
hello or anything? Or at the
Not,
end?
I mean, at the
Yeah.
time, I said,
That's
Rinpoche,
what
and he
he
came
said,
and sat down in the third row,
Right.
and I'm like, you know. When I was singing, he was like this. And when I was cracking jokes, he was laughing.
Uh-huh.
And so I got invited to a dinner, you know, with a few different people at this last retreat. And while we were having dinner, the tornado alarm goes off. And we all had to carry our plates. Rinpoche and 3 or 4 or 5 lamas and the 3 or 4 Westerners that were invited to dinner, we had to go down into the basement carrying our meals with us.
Wow.
And so we're standing around in the basement, eating our dinners. And Rinpoche says to me, that story you told about Shiva with the phone, is that real? I said, no, it's just a story.
Jesus too, isn't it? Anyhow.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh no, that's the one where
The one,
it's like,
the Murti that leads
right.
into Jesus.
What Murti was it? Who was that in the statue holding the cell phone in your mind?
In my mind.
Yeah.
I have no
Because you say
idea.
there was this big Murti and
Yeah.
holding a cell phone.
I never looked.
So that's where
I
you
just got caught at the phone, like this guy who was here earlier.
Yeah. Good. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's been great.
Krishna Das and I can and do talk forever.
Like this.
Yeah, sort of a lot like this. And while watching a basketball game or while meditating or whatever else we're doing. Or talking about the Bardo. So, but I know you have a lot of guests today.
Okay.
So,
When's your book coming out?
October 4th.
Then the name is
Awakening from the Daydream. Reimagining the Buddha's Wheel of
What
Life.
a Day for a Daydream.
What a life for a daydream. Well, I love you, and
Okay.
have a wonderful day, and good fortune for all the people who come and get a
Thank you.
chance to hang out with you.
All mine about my own.
Let's just have 10 minutes of that. That would be just fine.